Welcome on into Sports Memo Today, even when we leave you waiting a little bit. We know that you're going to be getting some actionable information in 30 minutes or less. We're happy to be here with you. I'm your host, Dan Alexander, and we got the triumphant return of my usual Thursday crew when we were in football season. They got you tickets cashed all year long. That's Eric Pauly, that's Matt Josephs, and they have a futures special here for you with some plays that, to be honest with you, I've already bet myself because I don't want the lines moving on me. That's what'll happen with some of these plays these guys will drop here on Sports Memo Today, as well as dropping them to their premium clients. So we're going to be talking a little MLB future. Matt Josephs has two player futures for you. Eric Pauly has a team future, and then he's also going to give a little NFL draft prop. Those NFL futures were great for Eric Pauly and his clients this past season, so he's got a free one for you today on the show. So let's get right into it and welcome him back to the show, sm.buzz/EP, my man, Eric Pauly. Always a pleasure, my guy. How's it been running since we talked last, man?
It's been running well. I was enjoying the World Baseball Classic so much. I know obviously it hasn't
So good.
happened since 2017 due to COVID, but what we were witnessing was just incredible. Like now I have to go watch the Tigers play the Royals when I was just watching, Japan, USA. So like look, we already got some of the best baseball, if not the best, we'll see this year in March. Sad to see that go, but obviously we're a week away from the opening day for the MLB, and I couldn't be more excited after a great season last year.
Yeah, but even if it starts a little slow out of the gate, I think all baseball fans will be able to live off of Shohei versus Trout. That battle was just stellar, and you knew it had to come down to that. I completely agree. I'm not as crazy as far as a baseball fan goes as some of you guys are, but as far as betting opportunities, I love when the MLB rolls around, especially to start the year if you come in with some strong handicaps. But I was enthralled by the World Baseball Classic. Some electric atmospheres there. So, hey, man, let's start with the MLB. And you have a team that you're eyeing in the NL West, a team that us Phillies fans know pretty well and know that they have some pretty horrible fan songs that they work up. If anybody knows, they'll anybody on Twitter will know exactly who it is. But who are you eyeing to win the NL West, brother?
So this line is a line that just really doesn't make too much sense to me. I'm back in the San Diego Padres at plus 130 to win the NL West. I actually got it for my clients a couple of weeks ago at plus 140. So if you've been riding with me, you've had this locked in and see where it's going. Also was released on the Gold Sheet as a play, part of a premium picks package on the Gold Sheet. So for the 7 other futures we have, you can go with the goldsheet.com, and we have a futures package, again, including this play and 7 more on the Gold Sheet. But looking at the Padres roster, I mean, it doesn't take a baseball genius to understand that this roster is loaded when you have guys like Soto, Machado, you add Xander Bogaerts, you have the under the radar guys like Trent Grisham, Jake Cronenworth. Um, the real reason why I'm looking at the Padres here is the Dodgers, I feel, who have obviously had a chokehold on the NL West for the last decade plus. This is finally the year where they're not nearly as talented as some of their counterparts in the NL, like the Padres, like the Mets, like the Braves, and even like the Phillies. So I'm actually thinking that this is more of a bet to where the Dodgers at some shops like minus 150, minus 155 to win the West. And I'm just thinking how. Looking at this division is a two-dog race. The Rockies are abysmal. The Giants are pretty, I'm sorry, not good if you're a Giants fan. Diamondbacks are probably a year away from being a year away. So that just leaves the Dodgers and the Padres. And while the Padres pitching staff is not as great as their offense is built to out hit and outscore teams. And the Dodgers lost a lot of key contributors to that team, like Trey Turner, Tyler Anderson, and a couple other guys are starting this season on the IL, like Walker Buehler and Tony Gonsolin. So just at going from just pure odds perspective, you're giving me the better offense and arguably just a better team at plus 135 odds to win a division where the Dodgers clearly seem to take a step back on the roster front. I'm getting in. I'm taking the Padres to win the NL West.
Plus 130, and you can shop around, see if you can find an even better price out there in the marketplace. One future play that Eric Pauly has for you. And the other one that you're eyeing is one of these NFL draft props. Sometimes they can be hard to find at different shops. I know us here in Pennsylvania, we're not even able to bet on any of these as far as the regulated sports books go. So I'm wondering, as far as a wide receiver potentially to be drafted, you have someone that you're eyeing to be the first overall wide receiver gotten taken. Who are you eyeing, Eric? And as it looks like my man Eric next to me is a little bit frozen. So we'll see if we can get Eric Pauly back. We do have another guest coming up here in just a few moments, but I don't want to leave you hanging. I don't know how good of a handicap he was going to drop on it, but he's eyeing a minus 130 play for Jackson Smith-Njigba to be the first wide receiver drafted. If we hear back from our man Eric Pauly, he'll break down why he's liking that, but with the steam already coming in, you're already having to lay a price. Could be information driven, as well as just the fact that the dude is an absolute tank. I've been eyeing him since basically he was a freshman, just mossing people. So that's the look Eric Pauly had for you, sm.buzz/EP. And also check him out at thegoldsheet.com, one of the most instrumental folks behind the scenes with what they do with the Gold Sheet, and the Gold Sheet housed alongside wagertalk.com, sportsmemo.com, and thegoldsheet.com. So we have all kinds of actionable information for you to get with the oldest running information service in the Gold Sheet there, getting updated each and every day. All right, let's bring in my man, Matt Josephs, sm.buzz/MJ. And Matt, tonight it's Gonzaga. It's UCLA, so I know probably the last thing from your mind is talking some MLB action, because I know you're locked in on the Zags here tonight, right?
Yeah, it's funny. I have the Zags. Obviously I'm a big Zags fan, and You know what? When you look at UCLA, I have them winning my bracket. So, and obviously, look, when you're handicappers, brackets don't really matter. But I thought UCLA was the best team in the country, so I have them as my champion. So I guess in a way, I win either way tonight, but I'd really like to see the Zags win.
Yeah, a win-win. That's what Matt Josephs loves heading into action tonight, and that's your nightcap. I think it's going to be one heck of a basketball game. I'm going to surely be locked in on that. But all right, Matt, even though we're all zagged up here, you do have some looks here for some player props in MLB action. And MLB, one of your best sports year in and year out from the prop side of things. So as we transition from the hardwood onto the diamond, who are you eyeing to maybe not be raking the ball out of the park all that often to start the year?
Yeah, this is where you kind of have to look and see a bunch of different books, because this one's only offered in Caesar Sportsbook. And I'm looking at under for Joey Votto. And it's an interesting number. And obviously already, as you could tell, it's a minus 140 on the juice because a lot of people agree. But Joey Votto's 39, and Joey Votto has gone under this number in 4 of his last 5 seasons, unless he's, enhancing himself, or unless he's going the opposite way, because we know time always seems to win. I think Joey Votto is going to continue to struggle. Who knows if he stays healthy the whole time? But I'm looking at Joey Votto under on his home runs this season. I think this number is a little bit inflated, and obviously the juice on minus 140 is kind of telling you the same thing.
Yeah, so the market kind of agreeing, hey, this number may be a bit too high. So I would suggest, riding with Matt Josephs here and grabbing it now. Okay, sure, you have to lay minus 140, but still, if they end up moving the number down a little bit or anything, you'd rather lay a little bit than losing by a horrible half point there. So Joey Votto under the 18.5 home runs. You can shop around. Matt, grab that price on Caesars. So we're looking at a home run to maybe go under, but you also have a pitcher that you think might be coming in and bailing out his team one time and time again. So who are you eyeing to lead the league in saves from the mound?
Yeah, we're trying to hit this for the second straight year, because last year we had the the Guardians closer as the guy who was going to have the most saves in that one. It was like 10, 12 to 1 last year. So we're trying to go 2-0 in that bet. And I'm looking in Milwaukee. And the key for when you look at the saves number is you want to find teams that don't have a lot of options and who are kind of creatures of habit when it comes to, I'm going to this guy in the 9th. There's other players I would have considered. The Yankees have a bunch of guys. Clayton Holmes, they've already said he's the closer, but he's not going to come in as a closer in every time. The Phillies, I'd love to go back Sir Anthony Dominguez, but they may use Craig Kimbrell. So you're really trying to find a clean situation. And in Milwaukee, I think you're getting a clean situation with Devin Williams. Josh Hader's gone. He's in San Diego now. So it's Devin Williams' job to lose. And I think Milwaukee's going to win a plenty amount of games. I think they're going to have a lot of close games because that offense isn't good enough to go and win a lot of 6-2 games or anything like that. So there's going to be a lot of close games late. I like Devin Williams to be the saves leader in Major League Baseball. It's at 20 to 1 in some places. So make sure to shop around. I think there's some value there on this 20-1 here for him to lead the league in saves.
Yeah, and we love those long shot prices, especially with a strong handicap backing it up. That's Matt Josephs. Check him out right this moment, sm.buzz/MJ. Sweet 16 action, Matt. You have anything locked and loaded for tonight? And I know you're already looking forward to some K-props on the horizon as well.
Yeah, that's for sure. We closed Major League Baseball 27-10 last year. We were up about 27 units as a whole in the season. Everybody knows how long the season is, so that's a nice little unit size for the grind that is Major League Baseball. You can also look on my page. There's a special for the first month of the season if you want to give me a shot. K-props, team totals, things like that. We try and stay away from the sides and totals, try and find some of those exotic markets.
Yeah, absolutely. And you definitely want to give Matt Josephs a shot. And hey, give Wager Talk TV a shot and check him out tomorrow. He's making his return to Prop It Up tomorrow a.m. That's 10 a.m. Eastern on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Big thanks to Matt Josephs. Sorry we had to cut you short with Eric Pauly. I guess you'll have to reach out to him on Twitter, find out why he likes Jackson Smith and Jigba to be the first wide receiver drafted. That's going to do it for us for another week here on Sports Memo Today. Huge thanks to our guests, Eric Pauly and Matt Josephs today. Huge thanks to my man, Eric, doing a terrific job behind the scenes, keeping the show moving here on Sports Memo Today. We will be back locked and loaded with another great guest Tuesday and Thursday right here on Sports Memo Today.